So, mindset work. Mindset work is number one. Mindset work is everything. You've heard me say that many times, but today I wanted to talk about the other part of wellness that we have to focus on as well, which is the physical body. If we want to live a truly amazing, abundant, happy, healthy life, we have to focus both on the mindset and the body and really focus on the mind-body connection. Because without both, we can't truly thrive and live the best version of us. So let's talk about how they're both connected and how they're both important for our overall well-being. Hello, and welcome back to the Living My 2.0 YouTube channel. If we haven't met before, my name is Julia, and I am an anxiety and mindset coach. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Today, I really felt called to talk about the mind-body connection. As a mindset coach, mindset work is something I talk a lot about, and the reason I do is because mindset work really is so important, and I truly feel like it's the first foundational step that you have to master in order to achieve the next level of wellness in your life. I talk about mindset work a lot and how important it is because I truly feel like it is the first step that you need to tackle and you need to master in order to create the results and achieve the goals that you really want to achieve in your life. But I also want to talk about the importance of taking care of your body, your physical body, because when we are talking about achieving optimal health and really creating a positive mindset and living the best life that we possibly can, we really have to address both the mindset and the physical body together, because together those make up who we are. And it's important that we give attention to both of them because they both are really important aspects of making sure that we can live the most happy and healthy life that we can. It's really important for us to address both the mental and the physical aspects of our body in order to create more happiness and create more health and create more wellness in our lives. An example I can share is, let's say you're somebody who has a goal to lose 10 pounds. You can't just focus on the foods that you eat to lose the 10 pounds and the exercise that you do to lose the 10 pounds, because your mindset is an important part of that as well. Because if you're doing all the right things, if you're eating all the right foods, if you're doing all the exercise, but you have this internal dialogue going on in your mind saying that you're always going to be overweight, there's no way you can ever be healthy, you've always had these extra pounds and there's no way that you're ever going to drop them and have the body that you've always wanted for yourself. If you have that negative narrative going on in your head, what will happen is you either, one, won't lose the weight at all, even though you're doing all the right things, or two, you may lose the weight for a temporary period of time, but then you'll gain it back, and you may gain back even more. This is something that we see a lot when people are dieting, and we're looking in that industry. We're seeing a lot of people who try to do all the right things and they end up being yo-yo dieters, and they'll do the right things for a while physically, but they won't address the mental side of things and the negative beliefs going on in their head. So they'll always put that weight back on or they'll never reach their goals. And that's a perfect example of why we have to treat both the mind and body as well. So that's why I always say mindset is number one, because you really have to master your mindset and take control of those negative thoughts and start reprogramming your mind to be more positive. And then once you do that, you can really start to focus on the physical side of things and making sure that your body feels safe and you're creating a space for your body to feel good and to be in alignment with all of the goals and all of the things that you're working on with your mindset work. And doing both of these things together, marrying the mindset work and the physical body work, this is what's referred to as the mind-body connection. We have a super strong connection between our mind and our body, and we can see this in several areas of our life. Let's say that you're at a doctor's office and you're waiting in the waiting room and you've never really been comfortable going to the doctor. Maybe it kind of brings up anxiety or stress for you. You can be sitting in the waiting room in the doctor's chair and you could be thinking about how stressed and anxious you are, and all of a sudden you get an upset stomach and you might need to run to the bathroom, or you just feel, all of those knots and really bad feelings in your stomach and you just feel unsettled. That's a perfect connection of your mind and your body speaking together and working in harmony, because you probably started with thinking about how anxious and nervous you are to see the doctor, and that mentality, that thought moved its way to your physical body, and now your body is reacting to the feeling of feeling nervous, feeling anxious, feeling unsafe. And that's why a lot of the time for people who experience anxiety, a lot of that is experiencing physical symptoms as well. That's because that mind-body connection is so strong. So I hope now that you can really understand the importance between the mind and the body and how we have to work on both in order to achieve optimal wellness and happiness and health in our lives. I personally understand the connection between the mind and the body because it was a big part of my personal development journey and my mindset work journey, because before I really understood what mindset work does, I was trying to do everything I could to heal my physical body because I had dealt with a lot of digestive issues and I was trying to fix those first. And what ended up happening is that I would see little bits of improvement doing that physical body work, but then my mindset and my negative thinking and my anxiety would kind of bring it crashing all down. So what it eventually led to me realizing was that I couldn't just do the physical work on my body. I had to do the mindset work as well, because my mindset was self-sabotaging the success that I was trying to do for my body and the good things that I was trying to do for my body. And once I realized how important the mindset piece was in all of this, I was able to heal from the chronic digestive issues that I used to experience. And for me, a big part of that was the mindset work. And once I started prioritizing the mindset work and then pairing it with the physical things that I had to do to improve my overall wellness and health and digestive issues, that's when everything changed for me. And that's why I'm so passionate about the mindset and body connection and doing that inner work, doing the things that you need to do in order to improve your overall wellness and to start creating a better life for yourself. So what you really want to do is start building a wellness toolbox. This is the concept that I use inside of my Core Shift Your Mindset 101. So when you build your wellness toolbox, you have to really think about things that are going to be good for your mindset, practices that are good for your mindset, as well as practices that are good for your body. And actually, a lot of the practices that I use combine both the mindset and body. And a lot of those practices are the things that I teach inside my Core Shift Your Mindset 101. And one example I could give you of one that really works really well for me personally is taking walks in nature. I am someone who is really energized by being in the outdoors and being in the forest and going on trail walks. I really get a lot out of life just being in nature. So for me, nature walks are super beneficial because I have that deep connection with nature and it's really nurturing to my soul, but it also allows me to empty my mind from any busy thoughts that I could have had going on. You know, if I'm having a busy work day and I just feel like I need a break, going out for a walk is really good for my mind to just clear things out. But it's also good for my physical body because, as we know, moving your body is super good for you. It's very healthy for you to move your body and to exercise. So that's an example of an activity where you're nurturing both your mindset and your physical body. And then there's other tools I use that are just for my mindset, or other tools I use that are just for my physical body. And an example I can use for a tool that's just for my physical body and my personal wellness is a product that I actually have recently partnered with. They are not sponsoring this video or anything, but I do have a coupon code with them and I am a brand ambassador for them. And this product is called Vivu at-home urine test strips. So it's a urine test strip that you can take from your home, and Vivu has an app that you scan the test strip results into, and they will cultivate a wellness report for you based on your urine sample, and they will then give you advice and tips for improving your overall wellness. For example, I'm someone who struggles with having low salt and low sodium because I actually don't eat a lot of foods that are pre-packaged. I eat a lot of whole foods, whole healthy foods. So when I use this Vivu test strip, it will let me know if my sodium is low, which means I haven't been adding enough salt to my homemade foods. So using a tool like this, it's for my body, but it helps me to improve upon my wellness. So I really like to have my wellness toolkit and put things in there that are for my physical body, some things that are for my mindset and mind, and other things that do both. Like I said, with the nature walks, that is beneficial both for my mind and my physical body. So that's really what you have to do to cultivate complete overall wellness and happiness and health in your life. Address both the mind and body, and you will have your greatest results. And one thing I wanted to touch on is that in my course, Shift Your Mindset 101, there is a whole module, a bunch of lessons that are dedicated to just the mind-body connection and really explaining how that works in scientific form, as well as how to actually start nourishing your mind and your body and really working on that mind-body connection and strengthening that connection so that you can have a better relationship with yourself. And through that, you learn about the practices and methods that you can use to reduce anxiety and to improve upon your personal wellness as well. Because like I've been saying this whole video, your mind and your body both need to be in an optimal place in order to experience all of the happiness and the health and the everything that you want in your life, all of the positive changes you want to see in your life. We really have to address the body and the mind together. So I have a whole module in my course dedicated to that. If you're interested in learning more about it, I highly recommend that you check out my course, Shift Your Mindset 101. I know it can really help you, especially if you're somebody who struggles with anxiety and negative thinking. It really is a course that will tackle that part for you, as well as give you additional tools on how to actually focus on the body part of things too, because when you have anxiety, that is a sign that your physical body has something wrong in it as well. If you have all these constant negative thoughts and anxieties, it's a sign that your nervous system needs some work, and you need to know the practices and methods that you can use to help calm down your nervous system, and as a result, your anxiety will decrease as well. So I am so excited and so passionate about that part of my course because it is super important, and it was a main piece for me being able to overcome anxiety completely. So if you're interested in improving your mindset and lowering your anxiety and just learning how to bring more positivity and happiness into your life, please check out my course, Shift Your Mindset 101, and I will put the link and all the details you need below. I thought I'd wrap up the end of this video with a fun challenge. So I want you to comment in the comments below and let me know what you currently do for your mind and your body. What are the tools and practices that you use to improve upon your mindset and make sure that your body is healthy and happy? I'd love to know some of the tools that are your favorite, and if you're struggling and you don't really have any and there's nothing you really do for your mindset and your wellness, again, make sure that you check out Shift Your Mindset 101 because I'll put all the details below for you, and I'll even put a link to some of my free resources because I have one resource that's specifically just about how to add more happiness into your life, and these are all activities that increase happiness and also reduce anxiety. So again, we are focusing on that mind-body connection. And my other resource is a mindset assessment guide, so you can really take this quiz and analyze and see where your mindset's at and where you may need some extra work. And I'll put all those resources below for you so you can check them out. That about wraps up today's video. Before you go, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I love when we get new subscribers and we can start building up this Living My 2.0 community. And if you haven't already, please also go follow me on Instagram because that's where I spend the majority of my time in between uploads on YouTube. So if you really want to get all of the wellness, anxiety tips, and mindset tips from me, you have to be following me on Instagram to get those as well. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!